If you've played Tarkov for any amount of time, you've probably realized that a lot of your playtime isn't actually spent fighting, looting, or completing quests. It's spent managing your stash, building kits, loading magazines, and just dealing with all those little things that slow you down between raids. After more than 4,700 hours in Escape from Tarkov, I've picked up quite a few tricks that'll help speed up everything you do, from looting and healing to building kits and handling your weapon malfunctions. Some of these you may already know, but I guarantee there's at least a few on this list of 10 tips that'll save you time every single raid. Let's get into it. Tip number 1 is to identify good ammo without unloading mags. Instead of unloading magazines to see what's inside, learn how to identify valuable ammo just by looking at the rounds. For many popular calibers, the best ammo types have distinctive colors. For example, top tier AK ammo, M4 ammo, and VAL ammo often have black tipped rounds, while tracer ammunition usually has a red or a green tip, and then weaker rounds aren't colored at all. If you've just wiped a squad and you need to loot up quickly, simply double click a magazine, rotate it, and take a quick look at the rounds inside. If you can spot black tips, there's a good chance that you're looking at some very valuable ammunition and you should grab it. Now, this isn't a universal rule. For example, MP7 ammo can be misleading because APSX and subsonic look nearly identical despite having vastly different performance. That's why I simply recommend learning the appearance of the calibers that you're going to be using most often. Once you do, you'll be able to identify valuable ammo in seconds without ever unloading a magazine. Tip number 2, reload while searching. If you've just finished a fight and you need to top off a magazine while searching a container, start loading the magazine first and then begin your searching. Your character can continue loading rounds while you're checking and organizing loot, and that'll allow you to multitask instead of standing around waiting for one action to finish before starting another. This same principle can be applied to healing or using a Serv 12. Tip number 3, ammo presets. If you constantly find yourself loading the same magazines with the same ammo every single time you build a kit, then just start using magazine presets. For example, if you always run 60 round M4 mags and you want the bottom half to be M855A1 and the top to be M995, just save that to be a magazine preset. The next time you're building a kit, you can instantly purchase and load those magazines with just a few clicks instead of manually buying the ammo, loading the rounds, dragging it here and there, and organizing everything yourself. It might only save you a minute or two each time, but over the course of an entire gaming session, those minutes will add up to hours spent actually raiding instead of staring at your stash. Tip number 4, golden border transfer. You probably already know that control left click instantly transfers loot between two containers. What many players don't realize is that the item will always move to whichever inventory window has the golden border around it. If you're moving gear between your stash, backpack, rig, or container, make sure the correct window is selected first to save yourself a lot of unnecessary dragging. You can change which window has the golden border by just clicking on it last before you begin transferring items. Tip number 5, the insurance claim stash trick. Most players know that Alt left click instantly equips gear, but you can also use it directly from your insurance return screen. Instead of dragging every item into your stash, simply equip the kit straight from your insurance screen. Not only is this faster, but it's also going to free up stash space immediately while you're sorting through your returns. There's no need to claim every item in there, just leave it and build your kits directly from your insurance screen. If you guys have been watching any of my PvP guides, the only stuff you should be getting back on insurance is your own gear that you frauded to take the gear of your fallen enemies. Tip number 6, fast loot dumping. I bind the tilde key just to the left of the number 1 key to discard. While looting, you can simply hover over unwanted items and just spam the key to instantly throw them all on the ground. It's one of the easiest ways to speed up looting and inventory management during a raid. Tip number 7, priority healing. If you have a healing item like a Salewa or an IFAK bound to a hotkey, hold that key down and then scroll your mouse wheel to choose which body part gets treated first. You can also select heal all at the top if you just want to get patched up quickly. This is especially useful when a black leg or heavy bleed needs immediate attention. Tip number 8, silent ADS relax. If you're holding an angle and you don't want to give away your position while your arm stamina is draining, quickly tap Alt plus W. Your character will silently relax from the ADS position without making the normal sound cues that can alert nearby players. I can't tell you how many times this audio cue has given away someone's position who otherwise might have gotten the drop on me. If they used this trick, I would have never known they were there. Tip number 9, scroll wheel zoom. Rebind your scroll wheel to control optic zoom levels. This lets you quickly adjust magnification without making the audible click sound that can come from manually changing the zoom. This little change has a big effect because it also allows you to zoom in and out while strafing or moving around. And tip number 10, faster malfunction clears. If you've ever used weapons below 93% durability, you've probably experienced a malfunction. I recommend binding inspect weapon to L continuous and fix malfunction to L release. Eventually a jam is going to occur, and when it does, you simply hold L to inspect the weapon and then release it to clear the malfunction automatically. In a gunfight, those saved seconds can easily be the difference between surviving or just transiting back to your stash. Now it's time for the bonus tip. Ammo is more valuable than most players realize. If there's one thing that I wish I had learned sooner in Tarkov, it's that ammo is often more valuable than the weapon firing it. Newer players will take down a PMC and then immediately look at the armor, the helmet, the weapon, but veteran players usually check the magazines first. This is the same thing I am seeing when watching people head to labs or icebreaker and they're looting the AI. For example, let's say you eliminate a player running an M4. The rifle itself might only be worth about 80,000 or so rubles, which per slot or per space in your inventory is really not that good. But if that player is carrying 6 magazines loaded with M995 or M855A1, that ammunition alone can be worth just as much or more than the gun. The same thing applies to AK ammunition, Val ammunition, 7.62 NATO, and many other popular calibers in the game. That's why I want to encourage you once more to spend at least a little bit amount of time learning the appearance and value of the ammo you use most often. You don't need to memorize every round in the game. Start with the calibers that you actually run. Learn what top tier rounds look like, what the tracer variants look like, and which rounds are worth taking even if you have to drop something else to make some room. The more familiar you become with ammo, the faster you'll be able to loot players, evaluate the magazines, and decide what is worth taking. Eventually, you're going to reach a point where you can just glance at the magazine for half a second and immediately know whether you're looking at a jackpot or something that belongs on the ground. That skill alone can save you a tremendous amount of time over the course of a wipe and make you significantly more money in the long run. As a simple, very basic rule of thumb, if it has a black tip, you should probably keep it. And if you've ever slammed a player with tons of rounds, but they always seem to ricochet off or be blocked by their armor, then you know how valuable good ammo is in this game. And this is actually one of the reasons I like Tarkov so much. If you are running meta ammo, then the playing field is perfectly even. It doesn't matter what armor your enemy is wearing because it won't block your shots. All you need to do is land those shots and they will go down. It doesn't matter if they have 45 hours or 4,700 hours of experience, meta ammo levels the playing field in Tarkov. And those are 10 quick tips that can help you spend less time managing your stash and more time actually playing Tarkov. If you learned something new, let me know down in the comments which tip was your favorite, and if you got a trick of your own that helps speed things up, definitely share it with the rest of the community. I try to read and reply to every single comment, and I'm not above learning from any of you guys as well. And if you found this video helpful, be sure to like and subscribe for more Escape from Tarkov guides. And as always, thanks for watching. I'm Ghost, and I'll see you in the next raid.